Yo, how's it going, everyone? Or should I say, streamer? How's it going, dude? It's gonna be 40 degrees here. I mean, that's what I mean. It might just be you and me, streamer. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Playing Ace Attorney. Just the two of us. It's okay. We'll make it work, man. It just means you're gonna have to like laugh extra hard at my jokes, so I don't feel bad, and you know, just like be really indulged in the Ace Attorney experience. You know, you get the VIP pass, you get backstage tickets to the ColeHillChills show. It's great. 40 degrees though, that's disgusting. That's not great. That is gross weather. I would cancel that. I would cancel Tuesday if I were you. Just don't do it. Don't go through it. No one needs or wants that. Gross. Ugh. I'm so glad it's winter here. Like, I sometimes call home and they're like, oh yeah, like our dogs are like really hating the heat. And I'm like, oh, that's right. It's summer back there. Oh, in school? Does your school at least have like air conditioning? If not, that's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be no. Oh no, streamer. Like being in a room stuck with people who are sweating for the first time in their life, probably. It's gonna be hot and smelly and gross. They're doing 2 classrooms. I'm guessing not the ones you're in, though. Ace! Welcome! Oh my goodness, look at that. We're not alone, streamer. How are you feeling, Ace? Any symptoms at all, or you think you're doing good? It's been a while since I've had soy. I almost had soy sauce, soy milk in my coffee. So I cannot hear because y'all are on mute. I'm on hold the CRA. The CRA! Ace, I wish you luck. Oh my god. The CRA. Hold on. I have to message Ace. The CRA is like, oh, what does it stand for? The Canadian. It's something. It's like government stuff. And every time I call, I tripled awesome faces. Was I making faces while I was typing? Like every time I call, it's on hold forever. And then, like I was locked out of my account for a year. Because they were like, oh yeah, there's a glitch. Some people are locked out. We're working on a way to find it. Could be a year to fix. I was locked out of my government account for a year. And it's because I typed in my password correctly. But they were like, you have not guessed the security questions properly. Even though I copied them word for word from what I wrote down. So you're locked out for a year. Enjoy. The worst. And now I can't even call them because I'm not in Canada. They don't have any long distance. Like, oh, the worst, the worst. They still haven't given me my tax return, so I'm like, hello, my money. And because I stayed home, I was like, fuck it, I'll call them. Better. They better, Ace. I'm sorry. That's, oh. The CRA is such a giant pain. Just the worst. Just the worst. Good luck, Ace. I'm rooting for you. That's incredibly awful. Ugh, adult problems, am I right? Money, taxes, back pain, no sleep. Ugh, adult problems. I have to lead a training workshop instead? That is so sad. No, Genie. Put my stream on and tell them it's a training video. Coffee's internet is down, bruh. Oh my god. Mid-tourney midicals. Midicals is a funny word. Ken, how's it going, dude? My internet is always down. It runs like 18 kilobits per second. Yeah, I have noticed your internet has been sucky. No, I believe it, Ken. That is what it runs? Bruh. That's awful, man. Sorry, I'm messaging Discord while streaming because most people are in Discord right now and they can't make it to stream. There we go. Look what the Genie's working. Genie, hey! Today we'll be watching this live stream of Hit Canadian's Miracle. Yes, exactly. That's all you have to do, Genie. Just like, you know when you go to like a gym class and you're like, alright, today we're playing an instructional video, enjoy. Oh no, we don't have this video. We'll watch this one instead. It's educational. That's all you gotta do. All you gotta do. Just put me on. I'll be the educational video. It's fine. It's fine. They'll learn a lot. Ace! Oh my god, Ace. I was on a tangent ranting about the CRA. Why you couldn't hear me. They're always the worst. Did you get locked out of your account for a year? Like a year or two ago? Because that's what happened to me. I put in my questions properly, but they were like, no, you've guessed it wrong too many times. And there's no way we can reset your password to get you back in. So call back in a year, and then we'll figure it out. It was awful. How long, Ace? I'm worried. Once my internet cut to 0.2 kilobits per second for a week. Said sorry about that and gave us a little money off bills for 3 months. Oops! Sorry about that. No. That's awful. Shiri, you should have gotten a refund for that. You can't do anything with that. That's not even internet. Like, for 2 weeks? Nah. You were basically feral. For 2 weeks, streamer. Yeah, I am hashtag boycott the CRA. I can't even call them from here. I tried to get them to access my account through like email or internet, and they can't. Like, oh, you have to call. But I'm like, but I can't call. I'm like, oh, you have to call. I can't. I hate the CRA. But they said I could only call after 16 weeks. Bruh. Wait. You have to wait 16 weeks to call again? So I can only call on September 13th? I hate the CRA. I hate them so much.
Ah.
Coco! Oh my god. That was perfect timing. Right when Coco did the ah! Kim redeemed the ah sound effect. I love the government. It's so great. It's so fantastic. Yeah, sorry we can't give you any updates, but you don't have an agent assigned to review it. Bruh. I'm a mind reader. Ken, you are more than a mind reader. You are a stream reader. I don't know. I hear more people, right? That's the thing is, like, I understand if, like, I'm getting takeout and they're like, oh, sorry, we're really behind. We don't have enough people to cover this shift. I'm like, oh, yeah, no worries. I wouldn't want to work there either. But it's the government. You'd think they would hire enough people to run the government. It blows my mind. It makes me so angry. Anyways, while you guys are here, I need to show you guys something. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited, guys. Imagine how excited I am. While I was waiting for stream, I was looking under special contents. Look at this. You're not ready for this. Are you ready? Because you're not ready for this. There are not only special episodes we get to play, which I will do later, but there are costumes you can put on your characters for the second Ace Attorney, and they are amazing. Are you ready? This is Ryan's. Look at those steampunk goggles, the little mousy mouse on his shoulder, and just, oh, the pop collar, the rolled up sleeves. He's so cool. He went from, hi, I'm a student, to, hi, my name's Ryan. Like, he's rocking it. I'll save Susato because she's the best one. Herlock does the switch. He goes Japanese style. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about his socks or his pants. But they're there. You're spoiling yourself? This is oh well. I already went through them. He went from, yes sir, I'll have her home by 12 to your daughter calls me daddy too. So accurate though. No. Oh, and the one glove. Oh. Anyways, and then we have Susato's. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Oh! 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 The hat, the goggles, the adorable little dress. The heart handbag. She is rocking that look. This is amazing. I'm doing a bad job at lurking, and I can't even hear anything. Genie, it's okay. You don't have to lurk. You have real adult things to do. Because I haven't seen them yet. No worries, Coco. Is there a point where they give it to you? I was just like, oh, she's keeping that on. He's keeping that on. He's not having that on. Yeah, it says they're only available for use in the Great Ace Attorney too. I'll turn them off for now, because I'm assuming we unlock them or something. But I'm so excited for that. Also, I was looking through the gallery. And just like little like pictures of all the characters and stuff, right? I found the cutest picture of Ryan. Are you ready for this? Look at him. Look at my boy. Look at that face. This is going to be my profile picture for now on. There's sadly no other pictures like that for the other characters, though. Oh, do we get a zoom in of their badges? Ooh, fancy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Apparently, they hire a call center to review the tax returns. And I'm like, huh, a call center? So the government doesn't even do it themselves. It's a call center? That's not right. But about the game, I decided to enjoy myself. You know what, streamer? Fair, man. I don't know if I have to click continue or select adventure. Like, if I hit continue, will it bring me to the next game? No. I think it's select adventure. So we did the Great Ace Attorney Adventures. Ooh, now we're on The Great Ace Attorney 2. Resolve. Thank you, Coco. I figured. But I was hoping it would be like, oh, now you can go to the next. Nah. No, we're good. The Great Ace Attorney 2. That 2 looks like a very weird and red. I don't know why it stands out so much. Let's see right torso. Honestly, guys, you can light a bag of doo-doo on fire and ring the doorbell, but unfortunately, they won't answer the door for 16 more weeks, so it might burn their house down. You never know. New Gam. Have I mentioned how excited I am for this game? I miss Ace Attorney. I need it in my life. Yes! Clouds! Ooh. Susato-san. Oh yeah, she went back to Japan.
Standing here in the bright sunshine, looking out over the vast ocean. Those days in London seem like a dream. But I do miss my time in England's vast capital. You know, he's flourished into a truly wonderful lawyer.
Oh, he flourished.
I've no doubt that at this very moment, he's fighting some noble cause in court.
Oh, Kazuma.
Forgive me for taking so long to come to visit you.
Yeah.
My life has been such a whirlwind since I returned. And no one could have predicted what has happened. Just 2 months after arriving home.
I find myself faced with another war crime. A mask? The masquerade?
So I came here today to ask something of you. Tomorrow, I shall be standing in court. For the only time in my life. As a lawyer.
Bam, someone's dead. Oh wow, yeah, she's really dead.
So please,
The Swan Girl!
I ask for your guidance. Kazuma-sama.
Kazuma-sama. It's the Swan Girl, yo! Ooh, oh. The Adventure of the Blossoming Attorney. Do we get to play as her? I was wondering why the Swan person never came back, man. 13th August, Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants Antechamber 3. I have no idea who anyone is. When we first started the game, oh, sorry. I turned the game up while there was a cutscene. I will turn the game back down now. Swan Girl was our first person we were against, and she never made a comeback. We were like, where did she go? And now apparently she's dead. Even when we're playing a Telltale game without being able to change the story or actually play the game, you get to enjoy it with us, streamer. You get to indulge the world with us. Isn't that great? I thought only heroes smile when they die. It won't be slide to me. Maybe she was a hero. We don't know her entire backstory. Maybe she's not dead. Here I am again after 9 months. The Supreme Court of Jiu-Jitsu of Japan. I feel so nervous, but I must steel my nerves and find a way to compose myself. Oh, good you're here. It doesn't do for a lawyer to be late. Oh, yes, good morning, sir. I hardly recognized you. You cut a fine figure, counsel. But you look as white as a sheet, and those wide eyes aren't doing any favors either. Oh dear. The truth is, I'm so incredibly nervous, I feel utterly nauseated. Of Jujutsu Kaisen? Yeah, exactly. I almost wish that I've never been born. Goodness, Not the sort of thing a father hopes to hear from his daughter, I must say. Oh, that's his dad. J. John Jamison doing Feudal Japan.
Yujin Mikotoba, professor of medicine at the Imperial Yumai University. A man who, early in his life, traveled to Great Britain to study the latest advances in forensic medical science. And of course, my brilliant father.
Excuse me. Hello?
Would I be correct in thinking that you're to be my lawyer in court today? Yes! That's right, miss! Well, I want to thank you for agreeing to represent me. I swear on my life. It's a complete fabrication, the whole thing.
She's got, like, anime eyes. But, like, not normal anime eyes. Like, she has, like, the yellow glow or something. With a little tiny dot.
Ray Membami. Born the same year as I and my greatest friend.
They're best friends? It sounded like they just met. Excuse me, are you representing me today? That's not how you talk to your best friend. You'd be like, yo, bestie, let's get this going, you know? He says about a game animated art style. I knew someone was going to say that. That's why I had to defend myself. Of the pink chef from the last. Yes, Ace.
Though unusual for a woman in our time, she works at the university research laboratory, helping my father. And sadly, she's the defendant in today's trial, accused of committing a truly awful murder. Are you feeling all right? Since we started talking, you seem, well, to have become a little flushed. Oh my, it's just that you look so gallant and dashing. Sorry? And when I fall under your intense gaze, it makes me feel rather bashful.
Best friends? Or maybe a little something extra? Maybe a little spice on the side?
Goodness, I don't think she knows. She hasn't realized who I am.
What? It would seem our little plan for this trial is going to work.
Oh, what do you mean, Professor Mikotoba?
If even your best friend can't see through the disguise, I think we can relax.
Disguise? Yes, I've tried dressing this way before, of course, so I've never tried dressing this way before, of course, so I wasn't sure how convincing it would be. But this does make me feel a little relieved, as you say, Father. Father? What? Is that you? Susato? I'm so sorry I didn't say something sooner, Ray. It's just that... No! What are you doing? What's going on? What?
She's a rapper.
What are you doing? What's going on? What? The varsity uniform, the varsity cap, the varsity cape, that varsity badge. Look at you. You look for all the world just like a student for the Imperial Yumai University, a male student. I'm so glad you think so. It means all my preparations have been worthwhile. I woke at 4 this morning to make a start. But I don't understand. Why are you dressed like that? Well, you see...
It was the only way. The only way she would be permitted into the Supreme Court to take on your defense in this trial.
My defense? I want to see what she looks like! Never before in my life have I felt so frustrated at having been born into this body. Of course, in Japan, are barred to women. We're not even allowed to set foot inside the courtroom.
But she was before. There's been many girls in the courtroom already. Word. Drippy! Drippy, how excited are you? Be honest, how excited? Yes, only people with ding-dongs can order to court. It's a famous rule. You're not allowed to see what she looks like? What? No! I need to see! Buzzing. I knew it. Trippy. You can't contain yourself.
Despite the fact that the laws of the land apply to all people, male and female alike. But women are forbidden. Just for today, I'll be leaving my true self at the courtroom door, so that I can act as your lawyer. Oh, Susato, you go to such lengths for me. Of course! You're my greatest friend! I just worry that I shan't be the lawyer you deserve. Oh no, I have complete faith in you. Ray!
She was only allowed to be an assistant in England. In Japan, the first trial, she wasn't allowed to... Oh, that's right! She was kicked out! Oh! Stupid!
It's so strange, though. I mean, you're such an accomplished judicial assistant already, and yet, just because you're a woman, what a wretched reason. I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed in court? You're so gallant and dashing.
She definitely likes her.
Ray, please don't look at me like that. With those flushed cheeks and dotting eyes. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just... You really do look so dashing.
She definitely now has the hots for her best friend. Can only enter if they are defendant or witness. Whack! Okay, that makes sense. Misogyny? Disgusting.
Yes, you mentioned that once or twice.
You should be pleased. It means you look convincing as a man.
I am pleased. I think. It certainly helped to bolster my confidence today. Ray, you're managing to put on a brave face and all this, but I can see through it. I've noticed how your shoulders are slumped and how you're trembling ever so slightly. Susato, you do believe me, don't you? I didn't do it. I couldn't have. I mean, murder? Of course! You have nothing to worry about. Your conscience is perfectly clean. Isn't that right? Yes. Yes, it is. Perfectly clean. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind about your innocence. Which is why I'll stand by you until the bitter end in this trial. Whatever happens, and I'll always be on your side. Because that's what it means to be a defense lawyer. That means so much to me, Susato.
Defendant! Counsel! Court is to begin. Please proceed to the courtroom at once.
Ball! Ball! How's it going, dude?
You should go in at once, Ray. If you're late, your judge won't hesitate to pronounce you guilty.
Oh. Stand aside! I don't think I've ever seen her run so fast.
Balls? No! my throat. It just started cracking. Balls! Well, Susato.
Yippee!
Jesus.
Yippee!
You certainly surprised your father. Going to such lengths to be admitted to the courtroom.
Yippee!
Oh my god. With no prior experience of being a lawyer. There is simply no other way. That's all there is to— Yo, what is happening?
But father! You haven't told her, have you? I mean, I'm right in assuming Ray doesn't know how it came to this.
Can we take a time out? Yes, quite right. This game's sick. Shut up. I said I would try and join today as it's...
Oh, that's right, it's your birthday! Bulk! Happy birthday, dude! Yay!
Happy birthday to Bulk. Happy birthday to Bulk. Happy birthday, dear Bulk. Happy birthday to you. There you go. Happy birthday, Bulk. Oh my god.
I've kept that information from her. It would only worry her if she found out that no other lawyer would agree to take her case. I didn't want to burden her with that.
And is it true?
NANI?!
The reason why every other lawyer is refusing to take the case? Is it really because of who the victim was?
We should be making a move now, too. As you know, law isn't my field, but I'll do what I can to support my student.
Thank you, Father.
Dun-dun-dun.
I'm Susato Migatoba, Judicial Assistant. 8 months ago, I accompanied a student of law on a trip to Great Britain. 2 months ago, due to unforeseen circumstances, I found myself back in Japan.
Is skyrocketing from these sound alerts? Just a little. Just ever so slightly. Yippee nightmares for months. I didn't realize you could redeem it so frequently. I gotta put a time cooldown on it.
How many times have I wished that he were here, I wonder? Still, I have no choice now but to steel myself for the trial ahead. Wish me luck, Naruto-san.
I miss Ryan. I want to play as Ryan. 13th of August. Oh my god, it's him again. This court is now in session to hear the trial of Raymond Bammy. Did he change his hair? He has this weird... so... What? I don't remember him looking like this.
The prosecution is fully ready to proceed, Your Excellency.
Oh my god. You know what? She rocks that look. She crushes it. Those are great colors on her. Defense counsel, are you ready? Yes, Your Excellency, we are ready.
Ready?
Oh, she does the same thing as Ryan. Oh, yes, counsel. According to your registration details, your name is, Ryu Taro Naruto. Is that correct? So instead of Ryan Asuke, it's Ryu Taro. I'm at 18K Ace Attorney stream. Actually kind of worth. Yes, it is streamer. I'm getting... Wow, didn't know that. Ace. For Susato? Or are you just claiming it? Are you Taro? I'm gonna go Ryu Taro. Ryan Taro.
Sorry?
Oh yes, I had come up with a suitable male name for you for this little adventure. So I'm afraid to say I simply put down the first name that sprung to mind. Well, counsel.
Yes, that's right. That's me. Yes, I'm Ryu Taro. He who has vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruto clan.
Ah! It seems Ryu Taro may need to consider how better to uphold his manly act first and not overdo it. And those wild wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax and listen.
Naruhodo? Nah, fresh face in this courtroom, if I'm not mistaken.
You are mistaken, sir.
But the name Naruto, would that perhaps be...
You may be thinking of Ryan Asuke Naruto, currently in Britain as part of a study program. This is,
his cousin!
That's right. Ryutaro here has been studying in the provinces, but was called to the capital for this trial. I assure you, in matters of law, his knowledge rivals that of any Tokyo's preeminent lawyer.
I was talking as the judge for a second.
Yes. Great.
Any of them. Tut, tut, tut. What a pitiful situation.
Not every Y has an I sound. I'm pretty sure it like does, according to my extensive non-existent research. Also, I like Ryutaro. I don't know why, but I liked how it rolls off my tongue.
Having been rejected by every lawyer in the capital, the accused has had to call in a country boy.
How dare you? Susato is every bit as gallant and dashing as any of your Tokyo attorneys. I won't have you making fun of her.
Her?
Oh,
Please be careful, Ray. What an unrefined tomboy we have here. But I wonder, is your gallant and dashing lawyer up to the challenge of defending you? His wide, skittish eyes very much suggest that he is not.
ugh, I'm so nervous.
It would have an I sound if it was an English word. Is phonics. Yes. Ryutaro. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's Susato.
Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand what Naruto-san goes through. Like it or not, eyes are...
What? Like it or not, eyes are wont to flit? What? What? Huh? Come again? Once more?
The case to be heard on this day is a matter of great significance to our national interests. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that the outcome of this trial may well affect the very future of our empire.
Again.
And just like the trial 9 months ago.
Auchi had like a samurai top knot in the first game. Yes, that's what it was. Now he has a front knot. Hamtaro, that's what I was thinking too, Abe. I only had the song Hamtaro, Hamtaro. No, that's Totoro. Whoops. Totoro. No, the Hamtaro one is Hamtaro. When we work together, things get better. Hamtaro. He is reverse balding. Yeah. He really should just shave it all off.
And yet, for proceedings of such importance, we have this unknown yokel by the dock. Dear me.
Perhaps this would be an appropriate moment for me to assess the defense. To determine whether you are sufficiently competent to practice in this courtroom.
I'm competent, okay?
9 months ago, when a certain other Naruto stood where you are standing now.
Why?
This same judge tested him as well. And even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colors.
I would say flying colors.
For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, this will be easy.
The Ben Botto Monster Hunter cover of Hamtaro intro. That sounds good. That sounds amazing.
So, counsel, do you consent to answering some simple questions?
Aw, her coat's gone.
All right, it's time to prove myself.
Aw, she's copying him.
Yes, Your Excellency, but please do make them simple.
Her cheeks are so chubby. She has such chubby cheeks. They're so squishy. She looked more slim and like, I don't know, fragile, not fragile, but dainty when she was wearing, like when she showed her face before. Now she's like, I'm a tomboy. I can do this. I hope that animation plays at least 5,432 more times before the series ends. Oh, thank you, Coco. I'll check it out after.
Very well. To start with, you will say the name of the victim.
simple. I couldn't forget that if I tried.
What's the matter?
Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand something else Naruto-san goes through. Like it or not, minds are wont to blank.
What does that mean?
It's not surprising, really. It's your first time in this position, and in that guise. Even a bright spark like you is bound to flicker and falter a little under the circumstances.
Oh dear, this is a dismal failure.
Don't fret. You need only to use the knowledge you've gained.
Of course, the court record.
Yes, the answer will be amongst us. Boo, 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 boo.
Ken, I'm still waiting for your Among Us voice. When's it coming, man?
That's right. Court record stuff. Yes.
All right, the court record with the art button.
All right. Who is this? Jezalile Brett, female, British, time of death, 11th of August, around 2 p.m. Ascertained by examination and witness statements.
Cause of death, single deep stab wound from behind, piercing a lung and resulting in a fatal hemorrhage. Death would have occurred within minutes. Note, extreme meiosis,
Pupil constriction was observed in the victim in both eyes. I don't know what that means. Among Us? The name was Jezalile Brett. I do remember that.
Yes! Yes! The name of the victim who lost her life in this case is Miss Jezalile Brett.
Oops, I didn't mean to take a picture. CHC Among Us when? I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to play Among Us, but the last time we tried to play Among Us, there was only like 3 people and we couldn't. I could try to schedule another one though. We could have another community night. We haven't had one in a while. We could definitely play Among Us. I'd love to get sussy with you guys.
Boom, 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 ba-da-do.
Jezalile Brett. Yeah, we played Pokemon Unite instead. That's right.
a name that will never be forgotten in the courtrooms of our country, I'm sure.
What do you mean worst experience of your life? Chippy, it was so fun. It was so good.
Correct. And being a member of our Empire Judiciary, you will be well aware of the significance of that name. So, let me pose another simple question. As you know, Miss Brett was a visiting student from the Empire of Great Britain. Why then is her name incredibly associated with our own Empire's judicial history? Obviously, you will have forgotten that case from 9 months ago. But if it's proving hard to recall the finer points, everything you need is included in the court record.
Obviously, I still remember. That was the start of everything. Jezalile Brett. Behind the woman student persona was the face of...
Did that just get added to the court record? What? A victim, Queen Victoria, a killer. Oh yeah, she was the killer, wasn't she? Yeah, she absolutely was. I remember that.
Yes! 9 months ago, a visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yuma University was killed. And the culprit was... Jezalile Brett.
Yes, she was a killer.
Is Clown working? Sadly, yes. Yes, she is.
At the time, our country had just signed a new treaty with the Empire of Great Britain. And it was in the midst of this delicate diplomatic situation that the incident occurred. An Englishman, Dr. John H. Wilson, was shot dead. Pow, pow, pow.
Oh yeah, that's right. Her dad is dead. Oh, and she doesn't know yet. What's her name? Iris. That's right.
I believe he was an associate of yours, Professor Mikitoba. Yes, I was indebted to the man. He'd been my mentor when I went to London to study forensic medicine. Indeed, it was I who invited him to here to Japan as a visiting professor at the university. Naturally, the murder of an Englishman on our soil was a matter the government wished to resolve rapidly. I should really trim my sideburns. Indeed it was, which is why a secret trial was conducted here at the Supreme Court. A secret trial? A student of the Imperial Yuan University was arrested on suspicion of murder. A second-year English language student by the name of Rya I Naruto. With the help of his best friend, a student lawyer, the accused conducted his own defense. We know. We played this. We know. We were there, believe it or not, sir. Miss Brett eventually admitted to a crime. However, one question about the motive that drove her to take Dr. Wilson's life. She gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion.
Immediately after the trial, the British government brought its consular jurisdiction into play. We were unable to sentence Miss Brett according to our empire's laws. It was decided that she would be removed to Shanghai, China, instead.
Her cheeks are so chubby. I think it's also how slim her mouth is. I don't know.
Why Shanghai?
There's a British consular court there.
Correct. I oversaw the negotiations personally. The date of her transfer to Shanghai was finally settled upon only last week. All that remained of our empire's obligation was to see the woman safely on board the steamship.
And yet, the very day before her departure, the Englishwoman was killed. Only the day before?
Uh-oh. That's not good. That will do. I'm satisfied that the counsel for the defense is sufficiently capable of representing the defendant. She knows names. That's good enough for me.
Oh! Thank you, Your Excellency. Over the first hurdle.
No, a summary of the incident, if you please. Prosecutor Ouchie. Oh, that's right.
As you wish, Your Excellency. The repugnant crime took place on the 11th of August, in broad daylight.
Seagulls!
On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, under a bright blue sky, a secluded bathing spot by the sea.
Crab.
The incident occurred inside a small beach hut, erected for bathers to rest or changing their clothes.
He really looked like he was about to praise it. Right? I praise the sun. Did the goose... Sorry, the goose. Did the swan die as well? We found out that was a real swan on her head. Is the swan also dead?
The cause of death was a single stab wound to the posterior abdomen that pierced the victim's lung. An injury which proved fatal. There were 2 persons alone together in the beach hut at the time of the victim's death.
Make the swan testify. 1 honk for yes, 2 honks for no.
Miss Brett in her bathing suit attire, and the accused, Ray Membami. Accordingly, there can be no doubt for the accused's guilt, especially when we consider she had a powerful motive. The police arrived rapidly at the scene and properly arrested the young lady.
A strong motive, you say? Well, that extraordinary description of events leaves me somewhat lost for words, I must say.
That's certainly true. The prosecution summary was full of words that raise an awful lot of questions. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution counsel on what he said about
a powerful motive.
You're clearly exaggerating. Powerful motive is a blatant overstatement. Tut, tut, tut. It's a yokel boy using long words he doesn't fully understand. I beg your pardon? No matter. Let us put this to the accused, shall we? Membami-san, you are a research assistant at the Imperial Yuma University, I believe?
Yes, I am. I'm working with Professor Mikotoba in his laboratory at the moment. I can confirm that. The defendant is an excellent assistant with a strong sense of responsibility. Are you bringing the whole farm with you, Drippy? Is it your zoo?
Fascinating to hear. Now another question. Prior to your work with Professor Mikotoba, whose research were you assisting then?
Oh, well, I was studying under Dr. John H. Wilson. Ah. Dr. Wilson! The visiting English professor who was murdered by Miss Brett 9 months ago.
Uh-oh. The accused had a deep-seated respect for her former mentor, Dr. Wilson. Is that not true?
Yes, Dr. Wilson was a wonderful man.
Interesting. Then tell the court what a deep-seated feelings you had towards the English woman who killed him.
The farm animals. Why? Well, obviously I was filled with hatred for what she'd done. A powerful hatred.
Oh no, Ray! Be careful what you're saying!
Huh. The way his little hair goes when he slams it down.
The motive was revenge. Plain and simple, Your Excellency.
Well, it was clearly a trap all along.
How wicked of him to use Ray's undying respect for her former mentor against him like that.
Because I have the hiccups. Someone scare me. No, I take that back. No one scare me. No, do not. I said it as a joke because you guys couldn't, but you guys are just going to do the sound effects. A mouse!
I must find out more details and something we can... No, whoops. I must find out more details and something we can use to bolster our defense. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution on what the count said about...
being alone together.
Membami-san!
Yes, what is this? I mean, Naruto-san.
I'm really starting to wish we made my Alice.
Elias? Why can't I think of... How do you say this word? Alice? Brain shutting down.
Ryutaro Susato.
Alias. My alias. Thank you. Thank you, streamer.
Please tell the court why exactly you were present at the bathing spot with the victim in the first place. And why you were alone with her.
Oh, well, no, that's not true. It wasn't like that at all. There were other people present. A detective who was guarding Miss Brett for starters. I was just asked to accompany Miss Brett as a companion. That's all. Thank you, Trippy.
But let's be clear. At the moment of her death, you were alone together with the victim in the hut. You and no one else. The truth is, there is only one reason why this young woman accompanied Miss Brett on her bathing sojourn. It was the accused's last chance to take the victim's life.
No.
Because, as we know, the following day would see Miss Brett extradited to the British authorities in Shanghai. And the accused would never have an opportunity to dispatch her again. Kindly refrain from conjecture, counsel. Tish, ha.
The prosecution counsel seems to enjoy using provocative tricks like that. But for now, at least, we need to assemble more facts. Try to let them goad you. That was the wrong voice.
Oh dear,
I'm so rusty. Don't worry, guys. I'll pick it back up.
this is really terrifying. But Father is right, we need more information.
The bathing spots.
If I may, Prosecutor Ouchie. What do you want, you fresh-faced young Yoko student? I wonder, could you explain, please? You mentioned a bathing spot. Ha! My apologies. Clearly my modernity has confused the poor country bumpkin's simple mind. Bathing spots are a very latest trend in health practices from the West. We are told that bathing in the water of the ocean is curative, therapeutic, and excellent for the skin's... No! That's not what I meant. I was referring to the fact that Miss Brett had, to all intents and purposes, been found guilty of murder. Why would a known criminal have been relaxing by the sea? For all time's sakes, I believe.
What?
Sorry?
We're turning into aquarium now. Okay, I'm ready for the fish now, Drippy. God damn it.
Miss Brett was to depart for Shanghai the following day. Her final wish, as it were, was to enjoy a day at our country's wonderful coast.
But she's a murderer.
And the British embassy put the extreme pressure on our government to comply. But on what grounds would we agree to such a request?
A whale? You're starting the aquarium off with an entire whale, Drippy? What kind of aquarium is this? Because, as usual, our government is unstable to stand up to foreign powers. It matters of... It's really big. Okay, cool. Wow. I can't wait to go to this aquarium. It seems we don't even have the courage to decline the whims of a known criminal.
Don't look at me, Professor. It was the government who granted permission, not I. In any case, it was decided that with a dedicated detective on duty, nothing could go wrong. But, in fact, a murder took place. I said don't look at me. It was that young student girl who did it, not I. No one has proven that yet.
I wouldn't provoke that man if you don't need to. I believe we all have a clear picture of the incident now. Despite her guilt being determined 9 months ago, Miss Brett managed to avoid incarceration, instead of continuing her research work at the university. Obviously, over that period, she and Ray would have encountered each other on a number of occasions.
See,
I read Rye and immediately went to Ryan's voice.
seeing the murder of the mentor for whom she had such a great respect and joy in such undeserved liberty.
Yes, even if it was only temporary until Miss Brett's extradition to Shanghai, you can hardly blame Ray for her feelings of anger and resentment.
Poor Ray. So, Your Excellency, if you'd be so kind as to pursue this exhibit. Photographic print that shows the scene of the crime immediately following the grim incident.
Oh yes, Counsel! A tragic image! What if it was a swan? What if the swan did it? That neck's long enough to reach her back, man.
As you can clearly see, there was nowhere within the hut that anyone else could have hidden.
Yeah, they could have hidden under the dress. Yippee! The court will accept this photographic print as evidence. As I understand it, then, the victim and the defendant were alone inside the beach hut at the time. This is deeply troubling, I must say. The finger of guilt points firmly at the defendant.
Well, Your Excellency, naturally the prosecution has much more to its case. We intend to prove the accused's appalling actions beyond all possible contention. To that end, I can confirm that we have multiple witnesses to the crime and damning evidence. Witnesses? But who? One of whom, I might add, is a highly respected police detective. I assure you, the testimony of these witnesses will leave no room for doubt. Ugh.
Very well then, counsel. Bring forth your witnesses.
I, Takatsuchi Ouchi, have been waiting for this moment. Sorry? Oh yes, I haven't forgotten. That trial 9 months ago, here in this very courthouse. When that irreverent little student boy utterly humiliated me.
Wow, yeah, look at his hair.
Hark, Rya I Naruto!
What? Yes?
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten.
Kazuma, you've become conceited with age, counsel, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. Oh yeah, didn't he cut his hair or something? Yeah, oh, that's right. That's why his hair is down. He just never tied it back up.
Strike the head of a samurai whose top knot has been cut, and the bell of culture and enlightenment tolls. Yes, on that fateful day, my former self died. The start of your own mini Meiji revolution. Are you modernizing as well, counsel? Silence! Since I swore revenge back then, there has been a minor miracle atop my head.
You swore revenge, and then that grew out of your forehead?
Observe the ouchie growth! You see this seed of hope sprouting forth from the barren expanse of my crown? I think that tiny growth is trying to tell me something. I'm afraid I can't really see. Where is the hope exactly? Hush silence! Today I face another Iyoko student from the Naruto clan. Well, I will vanquish you! And
Insect section? Oh my god, the museum?
And my victory will be fertilizer for the seed of hope atop my head. You have been warned. With that, the prosecution calls the witness to the stand.
It looks like the stakes are high on both sides in this trial. The prosecution and defense each has much to lose.
A haircut is hardly comparable to Ray's life.
Who's the wit? Oh my god. Oh my god, they're back.
Witness, please state your names and the occupations for the court.
Chief Inspector Totaro Hoshinaga, Imperial Police Bureau. I'm in disguise, obviously, so I can go undetected.
He has a turtle on his head. He's a little turtle.
And I am, well, the next big thing in the books. An author renowned throughout the capital, in fact, yes. Soon to be sold out. The satirical I Am a Cat. A sensational success by Sasuke Natsume. Who's the guy behind him?
Oh my goodness.
Struggling student from the province, please. You needn't be in awe of me.
I needn't?
It's only a matter natural that you feel nervous in my presence. But all of you, please relax. Call me Sosuke even.
Yes. What on earth is Sasuke's son doing here?
Tread carefully, Susato. That other fellow knows you from your time in London, doesn't he? If he exposes you for who you really are, this will be over before it's begun.
Yes, of course, I know. I presume Sasuke-san won't have forgotten about me. I would certainly never forget him. Although he does seem to have changed somewhat in the 6 months or so that it's been since I last saw him. And as for Inspector Hosonaga, that amazing outfit is hard to believe.
He still has a towel. Why? The turtle! Do I have something on my face?
Well, your glasses for one, although they don't seem to be helping you see. Thank goodness he hasn't recognized me either.
Ah, I suppose it's this disguise, is it? I thought that appearing here in the clothes I was wearing at the time would make for a more faithful testimony. It is my guiding principle to carry out all testimonies flawlessly. Well, I can appreciate why an Imperial Police Bureau detective might have been present. But what business did a writer such as yourself have being at the scene, Sasuke-san?
Ah, well, you see, I had been asked that day to give a lecture. On the morning of the incident in the Imperial Yuan University's Grand Lecture Hall, no less. At Yuan University? After the lecture, I had a very pleasant conversation with a researcher from the medical science department. The professors over there, in fact. With my father? With Professor Mikatoba?
Yes, that's right. It was arranged by one of the newspapers. They wanted some story or other about 2 former students who studied in Great Britain.
Of course, being a renowned author, the press never leave me alone. They secretly spy, snapshots, scriptural stories, and scooper my privacy. Huh. As you can see, the conversation was written up in this newspaper here. Read at your leisure, my provincial struggling student friend. I have plenty of copies. Thank you very much. He practically threw the paper at me.
Interesting.
Anyway, my interview with the professor. The lady in question appeared and made a very unexpected announcement. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. Those were her words.
As I explained before, Miss Brett was never taken into custody. She continued to work in my laboratory, under strict surveillance, of course.
At which utterance, the university immediately contacted the government to seek guidance. And the response was, permit Miss Brett to go as long as a detective accompanies her.
That detective, I am at liberty to divulge, was me, Chief Inspector Satori Hasanaga. You let another person die? Dude, I'm starting to think you're really not good at your job.
Thereby the entire party departed cordially for the seaside, it seems.
It was extremely challenging to clear all other members of the public from the vicinity of the beach. I'm dying. But fortunately, I am at peak physical fitness at the moment, so clearly peak physical condition. The blood comes. I was able to carry out my duties flawlessly.
Oh my! Inspector, you... Well, you do have something on your face now.
You see turtles on the towel. Ah, how unsightly. I do apologize.
Does that mean that you went to the beach too, Father?
No. Fortunately, I had work to finish off. But unfortunately, of course. It means that as my assistant, Ray was invited to take my place.
Of course! As being a renowned author, I didn't like to decline the invitation. Arg, but if only I had! I'd never have seen that awful sight! Relentlessly, racked by remorse and regret!
Very well. I must now ask you to present your formal testimony to the court.
Very odd, Paris!
You will give an account for all You will give an account of all that you witnessed on your impromptu excursion to the coast. Of course, Your Excellency.
relentlessly racked by remorse and regret. I am Yoda. Chippy, does your museum have a fossil exhibit? Just wondering. Just wondering if it was there. On the day of the incident, I was ordered on a special surveillance assignment in this disguise. I just managed to catch that crab when I suddenly heard a cater wow from behind me. I ran into the beach hut at once, where I found the pair in question. Oh, yes! That young girl was astride the Englishwoman, dagger in hand, as she stabbed wildly. I saw blood on the blade. It proved to me that she'd stabbed the victim multiple times. We'll see about that. Hold on, adding upgrades. Under construction, coming soon. Indeed, it does appear from this testimony that both witnesses here present saw it. The very moment of this heinous crime.
What? Now, if you will recall, I promised evidence as well.
What phrase did I use again? Ah, yes, that was it.
Damning evidence.
What have you there, Counsel? A so-called fountain pen, is it? Correct, Your Excellency. I found it at the scene whilst examining the body. It appears that in her dying moments, with her final ounce of strength, the victim clutched a piece of evidence that would positively identify her killer.
What? Your Excellency, if you would cast your eyes over the photographic print of the crime scene once more.
Oh, goodness me! Yes, the victim is clearly grasping something quite deliberately there in her hand. That's right, the fountain pen. And if you would kindly examine the pen, Your Excellency. Ah! The owner's initials have been engraved into the ebonite barrel. Or M. Raymembami. The initials of the defendant.
No!
Oh. Yep, that's the One Piece bathing suit. This fountain pen will be admitted immediately as critical evidence. Added.
So, have I admitted anything? Decisive testimony and damning evidence. There's a bright blue sky outside the courthouse today. Perfect weather to ascribe guilt, I feel. I don't understand. The prosecutor ouchie of 9 months ago had none of this man's poise.
He's a man now, boy. He looked up how to become an alpha on YouTube, and he stuck to the regiment. Accounts for the defense. You may begin your cross-examination now. Naruto-san!
Naruto. That means... Oh, yes, me.
Is there another Naruto in my courtroom?
Actually, there isn't even a single Naruto in your courtroom.
Cousin Ryutaro, pull yourself together, please.
All right. I've seen this countless times as a judicial assistant. Find inconsistencies in the witnesses' testimonies to prove that they're lying somehow. That's all there is to it. That's how a real lawyer would handle a cross-examination. The chubby face. So let's see what I can do.
The chubbiest of chubby faces. All right, before anything, let me... Hey! Funding for the dinosaur enclosure. Yes, it is a top priority. We get the dinosaur enclosure immediately. Save.
We will do the second one. Number 2. Oh my god, look at those dinosaur bones you found! Yes, dinosaurs! I have my MacBook and my computer open and they run chats. Oh! Anyways, so it's really interesting to see the difference between the dinos, like all the emotes. Like one's green, one's brown, one's facing this way. Oh, they're real dinosaurs. Oh my god. Drippy, that's incredible. Your museum is gonna skyrocket, man. It's gonna go so well. That funding really came in.
In that jaunty disguise.
Correct. Wait, no. I mean, it wasn't the first time I've worn this swimsuit for a dip in the ocean. It's tried and tested. Do what must be done to keep English women under surveillance. Those were my orders that day.
And this tried and tested outfit was the answer.
Is that a dragon? Wow, your museum went above and beyond, Drippy. Being able to blend flawlessly into a crowd is an important part of a detective job. I submerged myself in the salty water, leaving only Mr. Turtle floating inconspicuously on the surface. Mr. Turtle! Mr. Turtle loves the water. Sounds like a child playing in the bathtub. Mr. Turtle loves the water.
But there was no need for you to blend into the background on this assignment, really, was there?
If that made you late arriving on the scene, I think perhaps you had your priorities wrong. Ahem, ahem. I'm dying.
Perhaps I shouldn't pursue this line of questioning any further at the moment.
Is that a crocodile? And a lizard. I guess there were only so many dinosaurs you could you could move to the museum. I want to look at our stuff. Someone could definitely hide under that giant dress. Boop, boop. Oh, the poor swan. Boop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Not much I can do with that. Newspaper! Aw, it's the cat! Oh, what was the cat's name? Oh, I forget what the cat's name was. Dude, it looks like he's trying to chop his head off. It's so cute. I can't present it? I can't analyze it? Look at that face. Alright, well, nothing else I can do about it. The dinosaurs escape zoos. Wait. Dinosaurs escape zoos closed. Oh no! How tragic! The world's greatest zoo destroyed. Wait, is it a zoo? I thought it was a oh yeah. I guess it is a zoo. I don't know why I thought it was a museum for some reason. I think it's because of Animal Crossing. What's happening in this game again? Where these two bozos were at the scene and we're pushing them. You caught a crab.
Hold it! Ah, you're describing the victim's scream, presumably.
In more literally terms, you might say it was a scream that could have pierced the heavens. Kya! Or like that. Was it the swan? It was a swan you heard. Of course, that's just a metaphor. We renowned authors are wont to describing things so.
Sasuke-san wasn't at all like this in England.
Anyway, I spun around at the noise, and the beach hut immediately fell under my gaze.
Yes, the beach hut.
The area is popular with government ministers. Many have seaside retreats there for rest and recuperation. Locals are prohibited from entering the sea, so it's always very quiet. The beach hut is a simple structure, erected as a place for people to change or take refuge from the sun.
Although the English woman commandeered the hut for herself, which meant that I was forced to change into my swimwear on the sand.
Ah, I imagine that was rather embarrassing for you.
Well, anyway, I tossed the crab aside and headed for the beach hut at a run. Or, in more literally terms, I decrabbed and beat aloft hutwise. Huh? Yippee! Yippee!
Wait, by pair, you don't mean to say...
Wrong voice.
By pair, you don't mean to say... But how could that be?
No, you misunderstand. yes, you did, Ace. Obviously, I mean the victim and the defendant, Rya Mbami-san.
Oh, it would have been helpful if you could have just said that from the outset.
If you jump to conclusions, you have to expect to fall flat on your face sometimes. Oof.
Dear me, pinning your hopes on such an outside chance. Foolish, very foolish. It really was an outside chance. I just wish I'd realized that before I said something silly. So, Inspector, why don't you tell me the court? How is that even...
Well, it was a sorry sight, a really grisly scene. I parted the Norman curtain hanging in the doorway and stepped inside, only to see the defendant leaning menacingly over the lifeless body of the victim sprawled on the sand. Oh, the poor turtle. My glasses very nearly cracked at the ominous sight that met my eyes.
How thoroughly appalling. Ugh, he doesn't appear to be lying here. Well, Sasuke-san, can you confirm what the Inspector Hosonaga is saying, I wonder?
No, you'd like to literally man's opinion.
No way Cole just pronounced that word like that. Wait, what word? What did I do? What did I do this time? What did I do this time? Oh, what did I do?
Yes, that young girl was aside. The English woman, dagger in hand, as she stabbed wildly.
Hold it! Stab wildly. You actually saw her do it.
The word that you said. But what word did I say? Are you trolling me, Drippy?
Oh, indeed. The terrible inspector, the trained inspector, the terrible inspector, the body turrent, the author's torment. Eek.
You know that one word, Drippy? No, in fact, I don't know that one word.
Every sight and every sound is still carved in my melancholy memory. That was my impression, at least, as a future literally sensation.
Counsel, what on earth was that shrill, effeminate scream? Oh, no, what are you insinuating? I'm as manly as a Japanese man as you.
I wonder if I might interject here, Sasuke-san. Something you said is troubling me. That was my impression. Were your words just now, I believe.
Oh, twitchy eyes.
Ah, so, do you mean to say you're not confident that you really did see what you've described?
Ah, there's the Sasuke-san we know. Twitchy and looking all over the place.
No, yes. I know what I saw. My ears didn't deceive me when I heard the scream, hence my eyes didn't deceive me either. I could describe everything I saw vividly. I could publish it all in tomorrow's newspaper serial.
I don't believe you, sir.
It sounds as though the next installment of I Am a Cat may make a remarkable turn.
I am a cat?
I think this is a fool's errand. The more we press your author friend on what he saw, the more entrenched he's going to become.
Oh dear, how awkward.
But he didn't actually see it. He didn't actually see it. Boop, 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 doo, doo, doo.
She was stabbed multiple times. How can you be sure of that?
Very simply, from the blood on the blade.
The blood?
When I entered the hut, I saw the defendant holding the blade raised up in the air.
Yes, that's right. I saw it too. Oh,
And I noted there was blood on the blade already at that point. In other words, the victim had already been stabbed at least once by the time I arrived on the scene.
yes, that's right. I saw it too.
And the victim was already holding the defendant's fountain pen in her hand, too. All of which means I can be sure the victim did not die instantly.
Yes, right. Saw it too. Maybe a year in London was too much for him. He sounds like he's forgotten how to speak Japanese.
The logic of your argument is sound, at least.
Well, as I said, it is my guiding principle to carry out all testimonies flawlessly.
Perhaps it should have been your guiding principle to protect the victim flawlessly. That's just my personal opinion, of course.
Rough, dude.
Counsel, you will refrain from mocking the witness. Look at him, he's shy. You scared him. He's hiding under Mr. Turtle.
Oh no, I just have so many thoughts whirling around in my head. It's all I can do to stand here, wide-eyed and mute.
Goodness, my dear. You really must try to calm down.
But how am I supposed to find inconsistency when I wanted to do another thing? I don't see why either of them would have any reason to lie.
What you must remember, I think, is that witnesses may inadvertently lie at times. For various reasons, a misunderstanding, a mistaken observation, a delusion even.
Ah, a delusion.
What's important is that we determine the truth, and there's only one sure way to do that.
Yes, with evidence, of course.
Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. I know how to play the game. Thank you very much, sir.
So meta, they are speaking Japanese, but it's been translated to English. They are not speaking Japanese. True. Ugh. Can we hurry up? Yes. Thank you. Alright. It's gotta be Sasuke-san who said something wrong. So let me find what he said that was wrong. Found it. A single stab wound. Boop 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 do 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 do. She stabbed wildly.
Yes!
What about the witness's last statement here? Well?
What? What? Bro, what? Oh, I proved to me that she stabbed the victim multiple times. There it is.
Objection!
Oh my goodness! Her first objection!
With that accusatory cry that just welled up from deep inside me. I think I finally understand. Every time Kazuma-sama and Naruto-san, yeah, have stood here at this bench, the stakes have been very, very high indeed. Oh, what's the meaning of that menacing Pose Council? Reverse objection! Yes, Susato-san.
It should make Ace Attorney, but if you fail the case, you die. Unless you're Isles Edgeworth. You get like you yourself die. Jesus, that'd be horrifying. I'd be down. Ace Attorney horror mode.
What is the meaning of that menacing Pose Council? I'd like the witness to clarify something for me.
Who? What? Where? When? How?
Not you, Sasuke-san. This query is directed to Inspector Hasunaga.
At me.
In your statement just now, you said the victim was stabbed multiple times.
Yes, that's right. As I said, when I encountered the hut, the defendant was already standing over the victim, bloody knife in hand, like a murderous demon. I would care a lot more right now. If there were stakes on the line, yeah.
And yet, that cannot be.
I mean, her best friend's on the line. What? Get to the point, please, counsel.
In the post-mortem report, it clearly states that the victim was stabbed one time only.
Oh!
Cough.
A single cough.
In other words, Inspector Hosanaga's testimony
That objection.
is clearly flawed. And Sasuke-san,
Me?
you claim to have seen Mbami-san in the throes of stabbing the victim.
Yes! Yes, I did! Wildly!
But both you and the inspector confirmed the same point. That there was already blood on the knife that you saw the defendant holding.
Yes, and...
It's quite simple. We know the murder weapon was used to stab the victim only once. Therefore, there is no way there could have been blood in the knife if that single stabbing hadn't already occurred.
That's true, we did meet her today, but she has a crush on Susato. They're lovers. Then what exactly is your contention, counsel? Are you ever going to tell us?
Yes, Your Excellency. There's only one logical conclusion. What Sasuke-chan in fact saw was not the moment that the defendant stabbed the victim at all, but the moment the defendant in fact withdrew the blade from the victim's body.
That can't be! Excellent work, Susato. You exploded at them with that objection and then proceeded to pull them apart systematically.
Objection! Just ha! Well, this takes me back.
I love that I'm actually accurate with his voice. It sounds the same.
Yes, I seem to remember your cousin staged a scene much like this in a trial 9 months ago. A half-witted child with a half-baked objection, attempting to steal the show.
You're right. There were certain similarities. Except that so-called half-witted child managed to outwit the prosecution, who has only a half head of hair.
Slander! My head is quite adequately dressed. In any case, all this talk of stabbing and withdrawing and multiple wounds, it makes not a jot of difference. What? Why not? Engage your brain, young man. When the accused first plunged a deadly weapon into the victim, that was the fatal blow. And it was at the moment, just as she had withdrawn the blade ready for her next strike, that the witness saw that knife was already tainted with blood, because the accused had already stabbed the victim. All you have successfully shown with your little display is that mustache author is prone to moments of extravagance.
Sounds like someone shot her. To just stand up and do a backflip. You know what, Chippy? You're right. That would be the best objection. Objection! Stands at the desk, backflips. I did a backflip. I am in agreement with the prosecution. If the defense was seen wielding the blade at all, that is sufficient grounds for her action to be viewed with suspicion.
But if she was withdrawing the blade, then we are back where we started. Sorry? Consider this, young yokel boy.
Well, yeah, that solid backflip. Ouchie, can you follow that up? Nope. All right, case closed. You win.
If the student girl is innocent as you claim, then why would she uphold the blade from the victim, and with a demon's cold-blooded composure, too? The prosecution demands an explanation, and it had better be good. Why did Ray pull out the knife?
Ah, yes, going for the jugular.
What does father mean by that?
Let the court hear your answer, counsel.
The truth is, I don't really know. But I have to come up with a plausible reason here, or we don't have a case. The reason why the defendant pulled a knife bleed out of the victim's body was surely so she could
Stab her again. Save her life. Hide the knife. Save her life? Let's save. Save her life, right? I feel like that's gotta be it.
According to the post-mortem report, the victim's death was non-instant.
That's correct. It's thought she would have remained conscious for a short while after sustaining the injury.
Indeed, giving her the time to take hold of this piece of evidence that clearly indicates the killer. The point is, being medical research assistant, Mbami's son was compelled to act when faced with a wounded victim.
You think I should say to be safe again? Yeah, you know what, Trippy, you are right. You're correct. Just in case, man. You're right, better be. Just in case.
Instinctively, she pulled the blade out in an attempt to save Miss Brett's life. Tish, ha ha! Did you hear that, Your Excellency? It would seem this is the best we can expect of this young yokel.
Indeed.
Look, is it just me or does it suddenly feel so much colder in here?
Your Excellency, if I may. It could get corrupted? Oh my god, you're right. Oh shoot, I should have figured that beforehand. You're right, a different one. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now I can't get corrupted. Now we're good. Speak, witness. I would like another opportunity to testify. In respect to the slipshod assertion just put forward by the yokel defense counsel, I mean.
Slipshod?
I hate the number 3! GP, I'm so sorry. Delete it? I will delete it right now. How do I... Oh, I can't delete it from here. I'll have to go to the main menu, King. I'll do it afterwards.
Tish, ha ha! An excellent idea, Inspector. Our young yokel hopeful has modicum of knowledge when it comes to law, it seems. But in matters of medicine, he appears to possess not one iota of common sense.
Very well, Inspector. I will grant your requests. You will testify again before the court on the subject of defense counsel's assertion. Yes, sir. I will do so flawlessly. To replace the 1 on 3, yes. Don't worry, King. I will save on 4 instead of 3. Pulling a blade from a wound without thinking it could cause heavy bleeding. That's basic knowledge that any medical research assistant with an ounce of sense ought to know. In other words, there's no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull the knife from the victim. Let's not forget that the young student did have a motive for killing the victim. The man the victim murdered 9 months ago, Dr. Wilson, was the defendant's highly respected mentor. I have tetraphobia. Please don't say it on 4. Tetraphobia. That actually sounds like it could be a real thing. Is it a real thing? Tetraphobia? Scared of the number 4? It's really funny. The man, the victim, Dr. Wilson. It's a real thing? Oh my god. That's so funny. Imagine being scared of a number, right? I mean, I can understand being scared of the number 7 because 7, 8, 9. But number 4? No, 4 is mediocre at best.
Is what you just said true, Inspector? Could pulling a knife from a wound really cause the wound to bleed heavily?
Ooh, 4. Ooh, 4. Yes, think of the weapon itself as a stopper in the wound that prevents excessive blood loss. Until a doctor is ready to provide proper treatment, that stopper shouldn't be removed. I feel like anyone who has a fear of numbers would do awful in math class. I was gonna say don't save on 7 because 7, 8, 9. When you read a book, do you just skip any page with the number 4 in it? Do you think they're afraid of the movie The Fantastic Four? But they're fantastic. No, there's 4 of them. The Fearful 4.
Oh, I see. Ah, this is why Yoko should stay on the farm. Even a quack from some obscure mountain village would have such basic knowledge.
The Fantastic Four. Ah!
Anyone who's ever given someone a little poke with a knife and pulled it out again knows it. Oh, well, I've never stabbed anyone, you see, or pulled a blade out of a wound, so...
Of course you haven't. I didn't bring you up to behave like a bandit.
Father, is it true? What they're telling me?
Yes. It's basic remedial knowledge for medics. Ray would have been well aware of it. If she were to claim ignorance of such fundamentals, that would prove fatal in many ways.
But then, why would Ray have done it?
It's like 4. Ah! But then it's spelled 4, so it's fine. Oh, gotcha. If it's spelt, it's fine. It's fine.
Could she have pulled out the knife in full knowledge that would be fatal for Miss Brett?
I need some water. I don't know.
Ray never once mentioned anything about the knife to me. It seems almost impossible to believe, but could my friend actually have...
Susato!
Yes!
Pull yourself together. Why does he keep saying her name? She's supposed to be in disguise. We mustn't lose sight of why we're here.
Ah!
The council! It's time for your cross-examination.
Oh, yes, Your Excellency.
However, I must warn you that if your cross-examination fails to identify any issue with the established facts, I will be moving to my adjudication immediately afterwards. Sudden death?
I understand. Believing in your clients and fighting for their cause until the bitter end. I knew it would be hard, but I had no idea it would be this hard.
Yes, Drippy Cameron? What's up?
Bum, 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 bum.
Hold it!
You say doing it without thinking could be a problem.
Chicken nuggets. Walk, walk, throwback.
Does that mean that if you used due care and attention, it would be alright?
Oh, he's petting the turtle. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Oh, is it a bobblehead? Is it just a fake turtle? I hope it's a real turtle. I wouldn't have thought this needed spelling out, really, but the blade is like a stopper in the wound. Removing it, and a serious hemorrhage will occur. In other words, a medic would need to be present before any attempt was made to withdraw the blade. This brain dead in a long time. Is it because of Ace Attorney? Is it drawing out all your brain cells, Trippy? Doing it without thinking would be madness. You just can't do it.
Oh, well, thank you for such a thorough explanation. You see, Council, when you act without thinking, the result is a bloodbath. Ugh.
Boop, boop. Probably. I'm sorry, King. I'm sorry, man. It's all my fault.
Hold it. In that case, there's an obvious explanation here.
Which is?
Clearly, the defendant, Ray Membami-san, does not possess an ounce of sense.
What do you think about that, Professor Mikotoba? I'm not sure that you should be labeling your best friend as lacking in common sense.
Well, I thought it would be better than labeling her as a murderer. I don't know. Young people today, if that's friendship, I don't understand it.
Jesus. Those massive, giant Shrek hands, man. Careful, Council. A lack of common sense can be a very dangerous thing. Fine, as long as you didn't save on 4. Okay, I won't save on 4, I promise.
Oh dear! That recoiled on me rather badly.
That's life, I'm afraid. A lesson everyone must learn. Don't call your friend an idiot. Hopefully you can now see that it really is basic medical knowledge. Being involved in medical research, Membami-san would certainly have been aware of it. There's no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull the knife from the victim.
But the defendant had suddenly encountered somebody she knew lie on the ground bleeding to death. The sight could have shocked her delicate sensibilities, causing her to remove the blade inadvertently.
That's a backflip. I really don't think inadvertent actions can explain this. The woman is a medical research assistant. I can't imagine she would behave so irrationally.
Oh, but irrational behavior is a woman's prerogative, isn't it?
Oh dear, you have a lot to learn about women. Only a small-minded man could have such bigoted views.
Oh dear, perhaps I'm letting my male persona take a hold a little too much.
Well, have I managed to convey the basics now? That should cut the medical side of the argument. Boop-doop, boop-doop. Let's not forget the young student did not have a motive for killing the victim. Yeah. What?
Whatever the motive, it just isn't in Membami-san's nature to do something so awful.
But she had motive and opportunity. That's very hard to argue against.
Well, you don't know the defendant.
Objection!
And you, counsel, do not appear to know the law.
Yes, evidence is the only way to convince the court of your argument, not feelings.
With this fledgling to defend her, I would almost say I pity the accused. So do I.
Do 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 do. It should say anime noise. The man the victim murdered 9 months ago, Dr. Wilson, was the defendant's highly respected mentor. That is true. That is very true.
Well, yes, that's true. Dr. Wilson recognized Membami-san's talent and offered her the position of assistant deep despite her being a woman. She was extremely grateful to him.
Yes, the Englishman appears to have been a very broad-minded individual.
Huh? Dr. Wilson had no time for outdated traditions. He met with opposition, of course, but he believed firmly in Mbamison's abilities. Clearly, the defendant was in the man's debt, which only serves to prove my point. Bum 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 bummer bum 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 bummer. Fundamentals. We examine in greater detail. I know what to do. So I couldn't analyze it until he was like, hey, psst, remember, you can analyze stuff. Yes, we will look through the evidence. There's wine. We got wine over here. We got the pen. We have a bottle of wine. Box of masks. Can I analyze? Yeah. Now I can analyze it. Now I can analyze the pen.
Our initials are very clearly engraved here.
And the fact that Miss Brett was cleaning this pen in her dying moments is very clearly a message, too.
To identify your killer, you mean?
I don't think there can be any doubt that this is a key piece of evidence in this case. Remember when they made a really cool mechanic where you could look at the evidence in 3D in the first game and then you never brought it back? Oh, I was paying attention, I swear. Yeah, I remember that, Trippy. It's a shame they haven't brought it back yet, man. I'm still waiting on it, really.
There's some sort of emblem here, look! But it isn't a Yuma University one.
It must belong to some other organization. I suppose a business of some kind. But what would seem to imply that the pen doesn't, in fact, belong to Ray? As an emblem of some description. Interesting. This game sucks. Can I take the lid off? Yes, take it off. Nothing changed. Take the ink out. There's a secret message. There's a secret message. Yes, unscrew it. Unscrew it. Secret message. Secret message. Bro, there's no ink. It's empty. Just there doesn't actually appear to be any ink in there at all.
Oh yes, you're right. It's pretty much empty. Well, it could be on the verge of running out, I suppose.
Looks like a train. Conductor. No, you're right. She does look like a train. She is very train-like. Oh, that's good. Oh, now I can flip this around. Let me go back. Well, I guess.
Miraculous England returnees tell all. This is the interview with you and Sasuke-san, is it, father? It looks as though it was quite an exchange.
Yes, he became a little over-animated when he was talking about his time in England. The photograph managed to capture the moment his hand karate chopped me in the neck. Oh, we did karate chop him.
I do hope you weren't hurt.
What on the other side? Any secrets here?
This is the newspaper from Sasuke-san. There seems to be an important article on the back of the page as well.
Oh? Train exhibit? A new museum, Drippy?
Exclusive. Deadly poison stolen from Yumai Medical Research Laboratory.
Oh?
From Yumai's Medical Research. Father, isn't that your lab?
What the? Let me see that. The poison's been stolen? You didn't even know, dude? There's been a paper written about it and you didn't know?
It's this morning's paper that Sasuke-san gave us. Are you saying you didn't know?
As embarrassing as that is for the head of the laboratory, I didn't. I've not heard of any such thing. Where on earth could the reporter have gleaned this information?
Come to think of it, there was no article mentioning this story in our paper this morning, was there?
It's a highly toxic poison we've been working on in the strictest confidence. I'd put Ray in charge of the product.
Ray? She was managing it?
If that's what's written here is true. Trains escaped the zoo closed. No, this rogue trains, that's even scarier than rogue dinosaurs, man. It means that she tried to hide the theft from me. And moreover, the details were leaked somehow.
I don't believe it.
We need to read this article very carefully. Can I read it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Following a lecture at Yumai by Sasuke-san August 11th, it's come to the light that a very disturbing incident took place. A deadly poison being secretly developed at the university's forensic science laboratory was stolen. Even the smallest amount entering the body, either via the mouth or via a wound from a poison-laced blade, would prove fatal in minutes. Current methods cannot detect the newly developed chemical. The university would have to be consulted. Onset of symptoms occur in minutes, starting with impaired breath, ending with acute contraction of the pupils. She was poisoned prior to death! Such symptoms would be suggestive of this toxin. It is apparently entirely new synthesis of alkaloids and rumored to have been consumed by the military. But her eyes were... constriction. Ooh. Okay. Dinosaurs and trains join forces. Oh god. There is nothing that can stop them now. Boop 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 doo 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 doo. Okay, what do I press it on? Pulling a blade from the wound without thinking could cause heavy bleeding. Yep. There's no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull the knife. This one. We will present the poison? Yes.
No, there is one possibility. One very good reason why the defendant might have decided to withdraw the knife from the victim's wound.
What?
Ha! The Yoko not only has poor grasp of the law, but is also a poor loser.
Oh, Cat wakes up soon. Me too, Jippy.
Tell us then, what possibility do you think you've identified? It's here, in this news article. An article about a deadly poison having been stolen from a laboratory at Imperial Yumai University.
Objection!
The victim perished from a stab wound. Poison is no relevance in this case.
Prosecutor Ouchie, you let the defense speak.
But a newspaper article. The court cannot rely on a kind of hearsay those wretched publications carry.
A counselor of the defense. I'm going to need some tangible basis for your claim. You indicate to the precise part of the newspaper article mentioned.
Your Excellency! Yes, of course. Thank you. The reason why the defendant pulled a knife from the victim's body is explained in an article which says...
Poison lace blade. Yes. Tiny quantities.
The article reveals the following property about the poison in question. When the toxin enters a body on a knife laced with the poison, it's rapidly absorbed and causes death in minutes.
Are you suggesting?
If the knife used to attack Miss Brett was laced with this very poison, it would explain why the defendant, Nabami, son, would have withdrawn the blade as soon as possible. Yes, the truth is, it was an attempt to stop the poison from entering the victim's body.
I feel bad that you're the only one tolerating me right now. Oh, no, Drippy, Dude, the reverse. I feel bad you're the only one who's dealing with me. I really appreciate you being here, man. I love your story of your zoo that became a war with trains and dinosaurs. What? Does your museum zoo have any art by any chance?
This is complete and utter nonsense. Not at all.
Kerbal stars, yes. Here they come, Trippy. They're your Kerbal stars. I swear to God, if you redeem them just to leave them there. The museum died? Oh no, not the museum. Bruh. Thanks. Jiffy, you better jump for those. You better jump for those stars or I'm gonna fling you at them. You know me so well. Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Well, hopefully that'll help your funding for your new museum, Drippy.
The defendant withdrew the knife blade from the victim's body, not to accelerate the woman's demise, but to save her life, and the prosecution cannot deny that possibility. Have you not read the post-mortem report? Because it was hemorrhage. The word poison appears nowhere in the document. Well, that's because acting quickly removed the blade. The defendant presented the poison from taking hold.
Objection!
It's a zoo. I'm sorry. You're right. It's a zoo. It's not a museum. It's a zoo. Maybe now you can build a museum, though.
Oh, please, there's a clear desperation. The weasel's last breaking of wind. Poison has nothing whatsoever to do with this case, as I believe the defense is well aware. We have no proof that the information in this wretched newspaper article is at all reliable anyway.
In that situation, what the student should have done is wait for medical assistance to arrive. But instead, you claim she suspected poisoning and took the potentially lethal decision to remove the blade. She must have had a strong reason for her suspicion, then, or the argument makes no sense. You build a museum for coffee? I love that. Maybe there will be drawings of animals, though. Documentary museum sounds about right. Yep. Yes, it does.
Exactly. Well put, Inspector. On what grounds did she do it, yokel?
What is a yokel?
Why did Ray suspect the stolen poison was involved? If you want grounds, I'll give you grounds.
What? You did not just redeem the stars again. Jiffy? I swear to God.
You can't possibly.
From your expression, Counsel, it would appear those are not empty words. But naturally, as you stand in this courtroom, as a lawyer, you must be aware. So pretty this guy. That words alone, empty or not, are of no value in our modern justice system. The court demands evidence.
Yes, Your Excellency, I'm well aware of that. I've seen it many times. From my place at his side in his Old Bailey.
No, Jippy, no, not allowing this. Not allowing this. There. Now you'll watch as your Kerbo gets all the stars, and there's nothing he can do about it. That was awesome. In that case, Counsel, you present the proof to the court now. What evidence demonstrates a clear link between this case and the poison in the newspaper article? I almost saved on 4. That's not very PG family friendly wholesome Nintendo channel. Nintendo channel of you. Oh no, I'll never get a Nintendo sponsorship now. It's this.
Take that!
I would ask the court to refer to the note section of the post-mortem report, which reads, extreme meiosis, pupil constrictions, was observed in the victim.
Oh,
Clearly, being a yokel with no knowledge of forensic science, I have no idea. So please, do tell me. Presumably, the fact that this condition of the victim was noted in the post-mortem report means that it's an unusual symptom of death? Tisk, well...
Under normal circumstances, the pupils dilate when someone dies. If there was extreme constriction instead, that's most certainly unusual, yes.
What are you doing, you yokel detective? In the newspaper article, there's the following information about the stolen poison. Onset of symptoms occur in minutes, ending with an acute contraction of the pupils prior to death. What? If the defendant, upon seeing the victim stabbed in the back, happened to notice that the pupils of Miss Brett's eyes had constricted severely,
Yes, as a medical research assistant, she would have suspected poison immediately, without doubt.
no. Prosecutor Ouchie, I think you'll agree. This is a very compelling evidence.
Is glommed. I read because you wrote nope, he's dead, and is Glom done yet? I don't know. My brain auto completed the dead and done. So is Glom dead yet? Like, no, Glem is not done yet. She works a little later now that she doesn't have school anymore.
Tisk, you, yokel student, yokel professor.
What is a yokel? I believe the defense has expertly demonstrated a credible reason for the defendant's actions.
No.
Yojin Mikatoba. Yes, Your Excellency. I believe you are best placed here to confirm or deny the veracity of the defense counsel's argument. Ahem. You will tell the court the truth about the details reported in this newspaper, please. Cherry on top. Well, since you asked so nicely, it pains me to have to admit it. But I'm afraid I don't know. You don't know? The toxin was kept under lock and key in my laboratory, certainly, but I was unaware of any theft. Do you mean to tell me that that the reports of this theft are unfounded? No, Your Excellency. Without returning to the laboratory to investigate myself, I couldn't say.
Ha! Listen to the bumbling academic. unaware of the theft of secret state research from his own workplace until he reads it over the newspaper.
I take full responsibility for the incompetence of my supervision.
Father! Tisk! A pitiful situation of a university professor.
Invincible. Trippy, it looks like you're playing the accordion. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. The owls are the accordion.
You should have more control over your students rather than allowing them on killing sprees.
Bang.
That's totally
Ah! Oh. Hello, Ray. Oh my god, that face. He looks constipated.
None of this is Professor Mikotoba's fault. It's all my fault. Ray!
Owl accordion. Aha, aha. Mbami-san, you stand accused here. Outbursts like this will not be tolerated. To your room immediately. She looks like she could be the daughter of the judge. Do I get it? Accordion, owl accordion, it's a pun. I think I get it.
I was the one who noticed that the poison we're developing had been stolen that day.
What?
So you knew. I'd been placed in charge of overseeing the project. It was the day that the professor and Sasuke-san were interviewed together for the newspaper. That's when I noticed that some of the poison was missing. Just a tiny amount it was.
Why didn't you let me know immediately?
I was scared. The whole project was supposed to be confidential, but some of the toxin had been somehow taken. So I decided I'd try to get it back before anyone else could find out. Because I had a very good idea of who the thief was. The thief? You don't mean? Yes, of course. It was that dainty English woman.
Miss Jezile Brett.
That's why I decided to join the little group of people going to the seaside. Inside the beach hut, I confronted Miss Brett. But she just sat on a stool at the back of the hut, smiling sweetly at me as if she knew she was untouchable. I know it was you who stole the poison. Well now, whatever do you mean? And then, she suddenly got to her feet, before falling to her knees in front of me and then collapsing on the floor. That's when I saw the knife in her back. I couldn't understand what had just happened.
I've lost 10k channel points this stream. Drippy, what the hell? Oh, all the yippies must have done it.
And then, a moment later, I was seized with fear.
I lost 10k channel points. I hope it's worth every channel point, Trippy.
The pupils of her eyes they'd shrunk to tiny pinpoints.
I don't believe it. In other words, you realize that the victim was suffering the effects of the stolen poison.
My mind started racing. I hadn't seen anything past Miss Brett's lips whilst I'd been with her, which left only one possible way the poison to have entered her body. On the blade of the knife in her back?
And that train of thought was that spurred you to withdraw the blade.
Yes. If the amount had entered her bloodstream was small enough, she might still have a chance.
Yeah, no worries, Trippy man.
That's what I hoped. Really, I
thought she was gonna bang her head off this counter. Poof.
I'm so sorry for staying silent all this time.
Your attempt to hide the truth of what happened is not something that can be overlooked.
However, I have duly noted the courage with which you confess in the end. Welcome back, Drippy Man.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
It's barely perceptible, but I do think the balance has shifted a little here, in this courtroom now.
Objection!
Your Excellency, do not be deceived. The victim just collapsed before your eyes, you say. Well, Membami-san, if that's the case, perhaps you could explain how Miss Brett came to be stabbed? Well, you have no answer because the simple truth is that you stabbed the victim motivated by revenge.
Objection!
But you conclusive evidence to prove that assertion, do you? Oh, I have evidence, and it is very much conclusive.
I don't think my bribe worked. Your bribe? What did you do, Drippy?
What's the prosecution counsel up to? It was brief, but he hesitated for a moment there. I'm almost sure of it.
Check Discord. If you dare. We're feeling devious. VIP is now 1 channel point. First come, first serve. Just found out my mom forgot to add a document on my tax refund. Ace, no. Oh no. Was it your mom's fault all this time? Bruh. You will proceed the aforementioned evidence at once, Prosecutor Ouchie.
Perhaps some praise is due, young local student. What? I'd imagine there would be no need for me to submit this evidence. But you brought this on yourself.
That VIP offer better not be a troll or get destroyed. Shimmer, I need you to know, I had nothing to do with this. GP was just feeling a little bit devious. Literally, that document increases my refund by another $800. Just admitted to withholding evidence. Oh, I thought you meant Ace, I thought you meant your mom. This motherfucker just admitted to withholding evidence. Call your mom. It just fit this. I'm actually dying. It's so funny. I forgot we were playing the game entirely. Just like, bro, my mom forgot to add a document to tax refund. The document increases my refund by $800. This MF just admitted to withholding evidence. Are you gonna take her to court, Ace? You gonna take your mom to courts? Get that $800 back? Oh my god. Could a more damning shot exist? The cruelty in the air on the beach is almost palpable. So that doesn't prove anything, though. That could be when she's taking it out. Be my attorney? I would love to be your attorney, Ace. I think a new goal of mine is to become an attorney. Even just for one case.
This evidence, more than any other, reveals the true extent of the accused murderous nature, for it shows the precise moment the member's not rolling your dagger to the victim's back. No, that's not true. No. I don't believe it. Ah!
It sounds like you get shot. I'm too dumb now to know anything about taxes. Hope your situation gets better. I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm sure there's a way to, like, you know, add a document or something, maybe. I hope. You might have to see, like, a tax professional or something, but that surely there has to be a way to fix that. Order, order, order! Counselor for the defense, was it you who was responsible for that shrill scream that just pierced my courtroom?
Perhaps his voice has yet to break. These yokels are slow of mind and slow to mature. I'll show you who's slow to mature.
But careful now. Susato is starting to show her face here. It is often that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and here we have ample proof. She could have been pulling it out. The court will now accept this extremely cogent photographic print as evidence. Also, who took this photo?
I can't believe he's had a photograph like that up his sleeve the entire time.
Oh, I thought Teresa was here for a second, Trippy.
It's such a stark image. I'm genuinely lost for words. Wait a minute. I don't understand. How did you... I mean, who took that photograph? Ray!
Objection!
That's of no importance here. Stop trying to divert attention. Oh,
Objection!
that's an absurd thing to say. It's crucially important. Whoever took this photographic print was a witness to Miss Brent's death. That court must be allowed to hear his person's testimony.
I will uphold the defense's demand. The prosecution revealed the identity of the person responsible for taking the photograph at once.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that. Pardon? You see, this print arrived at the...
I believe you missed Coco's, Trippy.
You see, this print arrived at the Imperial Police Bureau headquarters by express post yesterday.
Also, Geekies and Drippies. You missed 2. 3, man. Nutty. I think it's just Coco. There it is.
But there was nothing to indicate the sender's name or address. The provenance of the print is unknown.
Goodness. Is it Hero? What? What is it? Is it Geek? He's not real. Geeky has ceased to exist since his birthday. Ah, it is. It's Geek. I really thought it'd be Geeky. Especially since it's a geekified version. Interesting. Rip in peace.
Are we to understand, then, Counsel, that in full knowledge of the fact that this photograph has the murkiest origins, you nevertheless believe it fit for submission as evidence in the Supreme Court?
When you first produced the print before, I noticed that you hesitated for a brief moment. Because you knew that it wasn't completely reliable evidence, didn't you?
Silence, you yokel student and babbling professor! What matters is the blatant truth that this print so eloquently expresses. But the defendant has already admitted to pulling the blade from the wound. Clearly this isn't the moment the life was plunged in the victim's back, but the moment it was drawn. Don't waste this court's time with your ramblings.
Indeed. Without knowledge of who produced this print, we have no means to verify the claim. And the scene it captures is without a doubt the most compelling evidence presented to the court. If the defense is unable to shed any further light on the matter, I believe the conclusion is clear.
Oh no!
Susato, this is the time for you to fight. If what you've established so far is true, then there can be no doubt. Yo. Okay, do you see her hair? How it's 3 circles? She literally has her hair in the design of her school. I really hope that comes in its place somehow. A lot of hearts. I don't, Drippy. I really hope a lot of heart isn't. I wonder if that guy taking photos was Lotta Heart's ancestor.
Yes, we just need to prove that somehow. Tish, ha! You'll plenty of time to rue your defeat on the slow train back to the provinces. And to the day you came up against Taketsuchi Ouchi in a court of law.
Shh, no, I'm not. Don't you dare say that, Drippy. I'm just trying to get the perfect thumbnail, okay? I'm a visionist, okay? I'm not a Lotta Heartist. Let's get that straight. If I can't determine who this photograph, then the trial's going to come to an end. There must be a clue somewhere. Well, counsel. Can I be in the thumbnail? Sure, Drippy. You send me a picture of yourself, and I'll put you in the thumbnail.
Your Excellency, the burning question is who took that photograph, and the truth is...
I don't know. Oh, we have people. 43. 16. Assistant father of the laboratory. She's my best friend and considers herself very. The victim of the case, who was a former British exchange student 9 months ago, she is found guilty of the murder visiting Dr. Grant Wilson. 52. Ew, his hair. Former visiting student of the British Empire, returned to Japan after spelled bad luck with the law. He's now a successful author. I don't know. Let me save. I don't know.
No! If I give up now, I'll never be able to look Rain in the eye again!
Susato, you need to steel yourself and summon your best argument.
I'll do my best!
I guess that was the wrong answer.
This isn't about whether I can or can't come up with the answer now. I simply have to. The identity of the person who took this dramatic photographic print is, I assure you, something the defense can and will reveal. What? No, you can't possibly. But as you boldly claim that you can, please do enlighten us. Unfortunately, I am unable to present a name. How utterly underwhelmingly. However, I am able to present evidence. The defense has a piece of evidence that reveals important details about the photographer's identity. What?
I do? Very well then, counsel. Present your proof to the court. Oh yeah, so wait, Drippy, the Apex anime thing, did it only just start? I thought it started a while ago, or were those just like leaks? Reveal something about the identity of the mysterious photographer. Oh god, I don't know. Can I examine this? Boom, 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 boom. No idea. I don't know. Which piece of evidence do you claim reveals something about the identity of the mysterious photograph? The pen. Let's try the pen.
Take that!
the piece of evidence in question is this.
Her eyes.
I'm afraid, counsel, that when presenting evidence, you must learn to temper those wide, nervous eyes. I'm obliged to penalize you for the lack. No!
Now I need to load the game. I failed. Wait. Oh, I didn't save at this moment. Oh no. But no more squeezing. Okay. Let me save this time. Cheating. No, no cheating. Don't know what you're talking about. No cheating has been done in the court, Trippy, I assure you. I don't know. Oh. Oh my god! Thanks for the sub, man! Thought this game died? No, we just took a break from it for a year. Dude, how's Africa? Also, I figured it out. There's a crack on this picture, and there's also a crack on this picture. So whoever took it had the same lens.
Take that!
What is that? The newspaper again. Reckless England tells all.
It's not the headline that's relevant here, Your Excellency. It's the photograph.
24 months? Oh my god, it has been 2 years. Oh my god, Kiki, happy 2-year anniversary, buddy.
If you look at it closely, you'll notice that there are some white lines on the right-hand side.
Ah, yes, indeed. They had already caught my eyes as it happens.
Ha! What of it? A shadow of some kind, presumably, from the branches of a tree or the like?
There are no trees growing inside the laboratory at the university, I can assure you.
Now, if you look closely at this photograph,
Africa's nice mosquitoes are freaks. Ew. One bit my ear, one bit my thigh, one bit my ew, not your ear. No. Ugh. I hate mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. That's awful. Oh, but also, how was your birthday, Geeky? How was your birthday? Birthday boy. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood. Drippy has infected me with his weird mood today. Good gracious.
yes, exactly the same pattern of lines is present on this photograph too.
Objection!
Well, that tells us nothing. Ha! Yes, it's a shadow of some kind, definitely, from the branch of a tree.
There's no trees, dude.
There wouldn't be any trees growing inside a hut at a beach council. Nah.
What's quite remarkable about it is that the two patterns are absolutely identical. How could such an extraordinary similarity have transpired?
The curious matching pattern that appears on both photograph prints is a result of...
A camera defect?
Obviously, it must be due to a problem with the camera used to take photographs.
Meh? No, what do you mean meh? How was you went bowling and stuff, right? Just shut. My birthday was great. It was really chill. The day before, because Gleb had work and school on my birthday, so the day before we celebrated, we just chilled. We watched anime, we played games. It was really, I did no work. It was very, very relaxing. I don't have any friends here at all. Oh no, that's right. I guess you couldn't take them with you, could you? Hey, my brother, I feel that. I hate his girlfriend even more. He brought his girlfriend? Is this the first time he's taken his girlfriend with you guys to Africa? 2 tickets for the thumbnail, please. All right, I'll put both of you guys in the thumbnail in honor of being here.
Obviously, it must be due to the problem with the camera. With the photographic device?
Second time she tagged along on our trips. Oh, was like the most recent Dubai trip? Interesting. I've never gone on a family trip when one of us took another significant other. Both annoying when she's been here. Ew. What I'm curious. What is she like? I imagine her as I don't know why. I know nothing about her, but I imagine her as very much of like a oh my god, over the top kind of annoying. Am I close? Yes, we can confidently say that the camera's lens must be scratched, and that the scratch lens causes unwanted lines to appear on every print taken with the device. That? Oh my god, Bullseye! I knew it. I don't know anything about her. I don't even know her name, but I knew it. UK girls are either really friendly and nice or extremely rude and irritating. I can see that. No in the middle. There's no mid. Girls cannot be mid in the UK. They're either really nice or they're really annoying. No mid girls.
In short, the 2 photographs under consideration here were taken with the same camera.
She like glitter thrown to her face? No. Acting too bubbly when I just want her to stay home.
Glitter. Glitter.
She complains about bugs at 24/7. Maybe don't come to Africa, babes. Babes, maybe don't come then next time. Just thought. Oh my god. No, I also don't know anything about your brother either, but I can tell that'd be the type of girl he would go for. Also, like, it's very rude. Like, if someone invited me to go on a family vacation, which I sometime in August I'm going with Glenn's family to our vacation. I'm super honored. Why would you, like, you're honored to be with them. Don't be complaining about the trip the whole time, you know? Like, maybe not the whole trip, but just like try not to complain at all. Be like, I'm so glad to be here, you know, thanks for having me. I love getting my blood sucked by mosquitoes. She made me kill so many ants and spiders. I've now grown feelings for them as a result. I feel awful each kill. I wish it would just pretend it was her every time you do it. But mosquitoes, I'll shoot them. Yeah, I would too. I hate mosquitoes, man. Absolutely hate them.
But there must be hundreds of such camera devices here in the capital. It would be utterly impossible to identify the owners of this particular one.
No, it wouldn't.
I think you're forgetting, Prosecutor Ouchie. That one of the photographs featured in a newspaper article. A newspaper? Ah! That's right. The author of the article is the mystery witness to this crime.
Subject to detached drama. Yes, update. And it's been my 2nd birthday with her in the family, and now I've understood why I feel super neutral every birthday. That makes a lot of sense. That's so sucky. Why does she have to be there every time? Did you go to Africa last summer? I don't remember. No, I don't think so. Why was she with you on your birthday then? Last year? Because it isn't being actively accessed and checked. My mom can make the changes online. Oh, thank goodness, Ace. Thank goodness.
The author of that article is a mystery witness to this crime. What? What?
What? I'm gonna what? Yeah, I see you were. Why you were called Rackus England returnee.
What are you yelling about? You've already testified.
It's Memo! I tell you, Memo! Memo!
Sasuke-san, what was that? Did you really say many memo?
Ever since I returned to Japan, the reporter from Shoyu News has been hounding me, following my every move. A reporter by the name of Rat Matty Memo. Yes, hounding me from dawn till dusk.
Ah, now that he mentions it.
Yeah, he was here earlier. Yeah, I thought so. I'm really enjoying my birthday because it's a day that I have keep my fake smile shining in order to appear happy to my fam. Or else I'm a weirdo that looks depressed on his birthday when I'm just like... I totally get that, Geeky. I didn't go to Africa last year. She just showed up to my house. Also, correction, I forgot. She showed up in 2020 as well. Third birthday in a row? No. No. Bruh. No, I feel like Geeky. I also have a very resting meh face. And sometimes, I don't know, like my last birthday, I really just wanted to like spend it alone, like chilling, watching anime, or you know, I don't know. My family was very be like, yo, let's hang out together, let's have dinner, let's do this. And I'm like, I just want to chill. I can get that, man. The real question is, were the rains blessed when you were in Africa? Of course they were. It's geeky. Last year it was nonstop. My brother and her complaining with my family. Like I was trying to enjoy my cake, so I wanted to leave my living room. But if I stayed in my room, I'd be antisocial for my birthday. Oh my god. Why would she complain? I hate complainers so much. Like there's so much to not complain about, you know? It's raining. It's because Geeky got there. He brings the rains. He brings the rains, man.
Could that same reporter be?
A camera to the left of him. A notebook to the right. There I am, stuck in the middle with Rayton Many Memo. So, you're saying that this picture was taken by Many Memo. Yes, my lord, your excellency, Esquire. One of my brothers is also very complainy. And it's just like, can we just like enjoy the moment we're having, you know? Like, just try to focus on the positive sides. If I didn't even want to go bowling really, but my family suggested it, and if I told the truth saying, nah, I kind of want to stay home, I'd be the party pooper of my own part. I hate that. I hate that. Oh, I know what you mean. There's nothing you could have done really, Geeky. I hope bowling wasn't too bad. I hope she didn't complain about having to wear other people's shoes while bowling. But yeah, I know what you mean. Officer! Find this newspaper reporter at once and bring him to my courtroom. We will adjourn for a short recess in the meantime. She did? No, she didn't. Oh my god. I feel like her name is Jenny. I don't know why. She complained about her finger when bowling too. Honey, sweetie. She needs to chill. This girlfriend is literally a written character. Right, Drippy? A literal NPC.
Oh, yes, Your Excellency. As you say, Your Excellency.
And one more thing. I want this knife, the murder weapon, examined for traces of poison. You will solicit the assistance of the Imperial University's medical department for the task. Understood.
Praise the sun. Meh. Meh metal. Meh. Okay.
In every room she's in, she has to turn on the air conditioner when I'm fine wearing long sleeves as we speak. Bruh. Bruh. To be content. Oh my god, that was perfect timing. I would, in fact, like to save my current progress. Don't worry, Jippy. Only on number 2 and number 3. I won't save it on number 4. Ugh. And it's always
the room I'm in. Today my dad wanted me to fix his computer, so I was by myself. But then she showed up, complained it was too hot, and turned on the AC. Like, I struggle with the heat a lot, I won't lie. But I always feel so guilty about turning the AC on if it's not my house. Like, there's been a few nights I slept over here in Glenn's mom's house where I needed the AC on at night, but I always felt so bad about asking for it. But, like, for her to just turn on in any room she goes into, no, man, that's not cool. You went to Africa. What did you expect? Did you do anything by yourself? Yeah, yourself and someone else. That's Is that she doesn't? Right. That's so. Ugh. What does your family think about her? Because like she seems awful. Does your mom and dad have any opinions, or like, ugh, can't your brother date someone else? Like, yeah, it's hot, even though I'm warm constantly. But if you're hot, go to another room because every room here has an AC. Bruh. Half and half. Really interesting. Very interesting. I feel like my family has always either hated or liked the people my siblings date. Today they wasted a buttload of my dad's money. What? What happened? Well, how does she use his money besides running the AC constantly? I mean, oh my god, this Jenny girl's not. She's not the one, man. She's not the one. We just share 90 pounds for food. I eat Burger King at the mall, which costs £4. I love Burger King so much, and I also love the the meme Drippy sent me. There are no vegan men. There are only plant-based kings. 35 pounds of food. They didn't even. Unacceptable. That is so rude. That is expecting change. So good luck, Charlie. Oh my god. Whenever I eat out with anyone else, not only do I feel bad about using the money if I have to, or if they're offering for it, buy the cheapest thing possible and don't not finish it. That's so rude. A raccoon her doorstep like my mom did. What's her at? What is raccooning someone's doorstep? Is that the poo in the paper bag you put on fire? I'd snitch so quickly when my dad gets back. But honestly, they can explain themselves, to be honest. As long as you don't get in trouble for it, Kiki. I'll say, hi, Dad. Oh, yeah, my food was £4. Thank you so much. And then they'll say, where's the rest of the money? And I'll walk away. That is the perfect strategy, Kiki. Like, yeah, oh, don't worry. I only spent £4 on food. Bruh. Chef kisses. And then you sit there and record. You like hide around the corner on your phone, like pulls out from the corner to record the hot mess that's gonna happen. Oh my god. Oh, bruh. I mean, the mosquitoes would be bad enough, but dealing with her, that's awful. I could not bear that. The evil face. My mom and my best friend lived in assisted housing, and her is BSF best friend? BSF? I don't want to assume something like that. Needed a bigger unit, and the one next door, to us was taken by this total asshole. So my mom found a dead raccoon, carried it home in the middle of the night with a shovel, and left it on the door. What? What? The neighbor got super paranoid, called the cops, and eventually moved out. Then some random teenager took the credit for doing it and got arrested. Your mom got a teenager arrested? Bro, I was gonna say, your mom sounds unhinged. What? Bro. What? That's so creepy. Oh my god. Mom is wrong. Did the teenager get like, out of prison? My mom broke a girl's hand when she was 9. Jesus. GTA raccoonized. Man, I hope it wasn't a relative of Clem. I haven't heard of any. I was gonna rip Clem though. No. Clem's fine. Oh my god. Couldn't get my laptop today as I had to wait all day to get my Ghanaian ID card. Oh, do you have to buy things there and show proof? Here in Argentina, in order to use your credit card or something, you have to also give your ID to be like, hey, I'm actually buying this. I didn't steal this credit card or something. Is it kind of similar there, Kiki? I have no idea. I don't think the teen went to jail. I think he just got charged for mischief and harassment. Imagine the poor teen. Bruh. Like, that's charge of a bit of trolling. That teen just started their evil, what's it called? Their evil. Oh no, I'm blowing it. What's it called? Evil origin story? Evil backgrounds? No, what's it called? She's complaining. I can hear it echo from the room downstairs. All right, I gotta start here. What did they ask? Oh, your ID card. I was asking if you have to present ID when you use a credit card there. In Argentina, you can't use a credit card without giving your ID to show that, like, this is my card. I didn't steal it. I was wondering if it's like the same thing in Africa. Cause I wasn't sure what that card was. Joker arc. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you, Trippy. The Joker arc. Villain origin story. I got there eventually, guys. The villain origin story. That's what I was trying to find. Yes, but no. Oh, okay. You need an ID card to apply for a card and to get a phone number. Oh, so you need an ID and to not get charged for existing. I need my existing card. Okay. I understand. So you're getting an ID card there so you can get a phone number and have a credit card and stuff. Apply for a credit card, sorry. Yeah, I figured. I was gonna say, you need an ID card to apply for an ID card? That seems a little broken, but no, that makes sense. My mom did the hamster. What hamster? Ace, I am genuinely pretty scared. Yeah, I don't think I do want to know. I will just assume there was a hamster and she let it be free in the wilderness. I don't want to know what your mom did to your poor hamster. Yeah, no, we're trippy here. I think this is the one story I actually don't want to know. I will be better off for not knowing. Jesus. Oh my god. She did not let it be free. And we'll be moving on from that. We will be moving on from that. What? Sonic Fall Guy skin? What? Chaos Crystal? Eggman? What? Hmm? 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 Come again? What was that? One more time? One more time? For the people in the back? Could you elaborate again? One more time, quickly? Sonic? That was a bomb that just... I've been waiting for probably over a year, at least, for the Sonic outfit to come. You're telling me it's finally here? The Sonic outfit's available today? Right now? Right this very second? Am I about to be launching in Fall Guys? Sending in Discord? Thank you. I will check. Cat! You woke up! How's it going, Cat? The way I know, it surprisingly does work, right? Hold on. I wonder if I can get... Done. I have a screenshot. That's going to be my new background now. You just woke... We were streaming and Drippy literally said, oh, I hope Cat wakes up soon. Hold on. I'm checking the Discord. I'm assuming it's in Gamma chit chat. Yeah, there it is. I'm such a Gamma, guys. Are gonna fight your BF in D&D. Oh, okay. Supersonic? Eggman. Oh, the Eggman is so good. Oh, Tails is cute. He's chubby. Oh my god. I will spend real money on this. I will spend real money on on these costumes. I need them. Damn it, Fall Guys. Didn't go home until like 5 a.m. Oh my god, Ace. I mean, Cat. Ace, you have a... we got abandoned to be arrested. Oh, you got D&D. Okay. It's like, in real life arrested? No. No, you meant... Okay. I follow. Dungeons and Nerdguns. Got him, Drippy. Got him. I didn't raccoon. Yeah, please don't. I'm sure Glenn would be very upset by that. It was good. It was great. It's going good. It's tutorial level so far, so it's okay. It finished just at the right spot, and we're gonna pick it up next time. Dungeons and Dragmind? What? Midus of Mid. GP. I appreciate you being here for the entire stream. But come on. Mid? It was not mid. It was at least above mid. Come on. Has anyone ever said McDonald's instead of McDonald's? Am I the original? Oh my god, you missed the Drippy Zoo arc. That was great. That was actually really funny. Oh no, the dinosaurs escaped. It was good. It was a good time. A good time. Boom, boom. This music though. Oh my god, no worries at all, Cat. You were up until 4 in the morning. 5 in the morning. God, you should I would still be asleep probably. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the VOD to see the Drippy arc. He made a zoo, then he made an aquarium, then he made a bug sanctuary. Then there was enough funding in order to get dinosaurs, and then they escaped. And then there was trains, and then they escaped. And then the dinosaurs and the trains teamed up. It was great. Oh my god. No, I can't include everyone on the thumbnail. Drippy's been asking everyone, do you guys want to be on the thumbnail with me? Drippy's apparently on the thumbnail. I can see chat, but stream is buffering. Love abroad internet. Oh no, Geeky! I'm going back to sleep. Good night, cat. It's okay. I think I'm actually gonna end stream there. Because that was 3 hours, and if we continue playing anymore, it'll be another 3 hours. So I don't think anyone wants that. But we will pick this back up on Saturday with more Ace Attorney. I'm excited. It's going great so far. For those of you who just hopped in, I'm glad to see you guys. I miss you guys a lot. I really do. Geeky, I hope Africa is amazing, and I hope Jenny gets eaten alive by mosquitoes and the air conditioning stops working for her. And everyone else, I hope you have a terrific time until I see you guys on Saturday. Sam. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.